Hello, Peter. Can I talk to you for a moment? What's that? Can I talk to you for a moment? God damn it, don't you shout at me. Oh, sorry. What do you want? I was wondering if you could tell me some of the stories about Tassing. Oh, the old tales and... It's been so damn long since anyone had a thought to ask me about what I know. But there's still a few of the old tales knocking about in this skull. Roman legends, you know? Roman legends. I don't bother with stories from outsiders or tales of gods that aren't our own. The Romans did nothing but conquer our people and destroy this town. We spent generation after generation building Tassing back up from those days. And still our traditions keep dying, with no one to carry them on. That's why I want to know. I need them for the mural. The mural? Fine, but I don't know of any of the old Roman shit. So what can you tell me about the myths of Tassing? Plenty. The Romans weren't the first ones to live here, you know. There are spirits older than the saints that live in these woods, older than the Romans. They protected Tassing before St. Moritz ever had a blessed foot in this, to set a blessed foot in this town. Okay, what kind of spirits? The sort I'm getting at. Didn't your father teach you patience, Magdalene? Sorry. It's Perchta and her wild hunt that scared them evil ones away. They've protected Tassing since its founding day. Long before those Romans, our ancestors roamed these mountains under a great chieftain called Rhaetus. Oh wait, isn't Rhaetus a Latin name? The ending on his name is the masculine singular ending common on most male Roman names. Plenty of names end with the same letters, doesn't make them Latin, does it? Now quit your yammering and listen. Folks weren't as kind as they are now, and the tribes fought one another for the best land. The old chieftain was a yellow-bellied coward who neglected the old gods. He was too proud to make offerings. Because of him, the gods favored other tribes, and Rhaetus' people had no land to call their own. Instead, they wandered through these mountains and valleys, hunting and gathering what they could to survive. One day, when winter was approaching, Rhaetus went hunting and found a wounded wolf tangled in a trap. But instead of killing the beast, as most men would, he helped the beast and loosed it from its bounds. Was it a spirit? Of course not. Wolves are wolves, girl. Spirits don't need the skins of animals for their power. Still, you got the sense of the thing. The old gods are keen to repay favors done, and Perchta is the goddess of the wild hunt. The wolves are her animals. She leads the wild hunt, and the wolves lead the hunts to the forest. Back in my day, folk knew it was bad luck to kill a wolf. Now I'm the only one who remembers these things. Perchta saw Rhaetus' action and took favor on him and told the wolf to lead the chief to her sacred spring. Rhaetus led his people to the spring and claimed it for his homeland, and we've been in this valley ever since. Then those goddamn Romans came and destroyed everything, but you see, there were other gods protecting this place before St. Moritz. It's why a few of us still honor Perchta. She protects us against witches and fiends. Okay, yay, I like that story. Good. Nice to know I can still be of some use in this town. I still have a lot to think about. Thank you for sharing your stories with me, Peter. At least someone wants to listen to me. Shame the old widow got killed, though. Ottilia knew more about the old ways than many of us. Damn! Damn! I'm tired. Talking so much has made my jaw ache. I'll leave you to rest then. God bless. Okay. Now we just talk to Smokey? Or I forgot who else. We talked to Peter. We talked to Till, Black Till, and Smokey. Okay, I think I know where Smokey is, so we can talk to Smokey. Hello, is there something I can do for you? Knives need sharpening? Okay, I'm Magdalene. Are you a friend of Smokey's? I'd like to think so. I'm Vaxslav. I'm a tinker. Travel around and help people out with sharpening knives, little things like that. Druckern. Are you a printer's daughter? Yeah, we're both printers. Do you sample the wares much? Yeah, I read books. Václav, don't. You're going to get in trouble again. What's he talking about? Nothing. Just ignore him. Nothing? This one can't help but talk to people about all the strange things he believes. He reads all sorts of books, talks to odd folks, gets ideas brewing in his head. Now that doesn't bother old Smokey none. Bothers some people a whole lot. Doesn't bother me. Well, if it doesn't bother you and it doesn't bother old Smokey, sounds like there's nothing to worry about. Oh, fine, you get run out of here again. Don't blame me. So books, strange ideas. Yes, the host, the Eucharist, the bread and wine, body and blood of Christ. Holy Communion, what about it? More and more people are writing about rejecting oh my goodness, transubstantiation? The idea that the bread and wine of the Eucharist literally becomes the body and blood of Christ. Here we go. Yes? Well, there are two ways to look at it. The first is on the grounds that Wycliffe and Hughes, or Huss, I think Hughes maybe, rejected it. Using our eyes, our senses, there is nothing perceptible that changes in the character of the bread and the wine. That doesn't mean it actually changed, though. But that brings me to the second point. Even if the bread and wine turn to Christ's body and blood, why is that necessary for spiritual communion? We are bound by flesh, attempting to reunite with the light of God through the Eucharist. The act, the observance, unites our will with that of Christ. He is present in us through the remembrance, not the physical act. So, you don't want us to take the communion? No, there's nothing wrong with taking communion as a rite or act. But if you accept what I'm saying, there are other things I'd like to discuss. I'm not listening to any of this. Are you ready to hear why it's important to disbelieve in transubstantiation? Oh my god, it's a long ass word. Okay, hopefully this leads somewhere good. I can't tell if you're being sarcastic, but okay. This all starts with Lucifer creating the world. Okay. God was the Word, and the Word was truth, and truth is light. The light is God's will. God's light contained aspects, what we considered angels, facets of his infinite intellect. One of these aspects separated itself from his intellect and manifested in the darkness as the corrupted will, Lucifer. Okay. Within that darkness, Lucifer cast his false light, a corrupted imitation of the divine intellect to create the world. All material in our world is inherently a corrupted manifestation of that false light. We still have a connection to God through our intellect, but it is flawed by existing in our physical bodies. But you still believe we can be redeemed through Christ? Well, of course. Finally, some sense. But not in the way that you think. Of course not. The way to be redeemed is to reunite our will with God's. Okay, so how do we do that? Regular prayer, abstention from material desires, sublimation and elimination of want. That just sounds like being a monk. No, priests and monks are both corrupt agents of the business of the church. They have taken the simplicity of holy devotion and profaned it with pageantry. The saints, too. All this talk of Moritz and Satya and miracles, they're just stories. The church has led people astray, put the hope of people in meaningless rituals, faith in relics. Well, there's some interesting theories in there. I'm glad you think so. I spent a lifetime thinking about them. Anyway, thank you for indulging me, Magdalene. Sure. Okay, bye. Okay, bye. Good day, Mistress Druckern. I've told you Smokey called me Magdalene. Old habits, I suppose. What brings you to my corner of the woods? More gossip? Okay, you know any gossip stuff? The mines? Is this a new interest of yours, Magdalene? I don't see the townsfolk trek out there as much anymore. Last I saw were those two twins making trouble. They know a way in, but I'll be damned if I ever set foot close to that place. What are you so interested in over there? The mural in the Wrath House needs a section about the earliest days of Tassing. The mines are the oldest part of Tassing, and you keep an ear. I thought you might have heard something. I don't know about getting down into the mines, but I do know a fair few stories about them and the other Roman ruins around here. The stories my father used to tell me when he was the burner of Tassing. The one about Mars and Tassia, the nymph, was always my favorite, though I blame that on my youth. Tassia? Like Tassing? Mm-hmm. Folk named the town after a pagan god, a Roman one at that. I don't mind telling you the tale, Magdalene, but I warn you, it's a bit bawdy. Okay, I don't need to hear about those. I thought, nah, you're a lady after all. But I'll tell you the decent bits of what I remember. Okay. Well, legend says that Mars was hunting in these woods and spied a fat boar for the taking. He just pulled back his spear when he heard a woman scream in terror. Of course, the creature ran off, and the god was angry at the loss of his quarry. So he tramped through the woods to see why a woman was in the forest and not in the local town. Okay, but why would a god be hunting in the forest? How should I know? Maybe he just wanted a brisk walk. Besides, why should anything the gods do make sense? These were the old days when spirits and ghosts prowled. Okay, what do you mean prowled? Prowled, you know, like spirits and other evil things do. I can't just say they walked through the woods like you or me. They prowled. Okay, sure. So Mars found a nymph, Tassia, bathing in a spring with a fat, ugly satyr goading her from the shore. Enraged at seeing the trapped nymph, Mars transformed into a wolf and slew the satyr. And in return, well, yeah. Tassia bathed the god. I get it, they bathed. Okay, yeah, sure. I did warn you, Magdalene. When Mars left the pool, he dripped onto the ground and it blossomed with flowers and crops. They say that's why this valley is so fertile. Okay, it might be tricky putting that in a mural. I don't think they'd like it. I doubt they would, but you're the artist, aren't you? You get to choose what the mural shows. I wouldn't let those old bastards keep you from painting what you want. So much of what the Romans left behind was destroyed over the years, but I like what we still have these. I like that we still have these tales. You can never really destroy stories as long as there are people to tell them. Of course, the Romans left a hell of a lot behind too. The town is more Roman than Bavarian, really. Well, we are part of the Holy Roman Empire. That we are, and not for a lack of trying. Tassing is actually much smaller now than it was in the Romans' days. At least that's what I make of it. The ruins go deep into the forest and all the way to the old mine. Half of Tassing is built on Roman stone. Take a walk around town and you'll start noticing things. We used their stone to build. The old temple by Setia's shrine has grown over, but the aqueduct runs for miles. Even the abbey used to be an old Roman fort. You can see some of the Roman paved stones under the road if you look hard. We may not be Roman, but this town is. Well, that's the way of things. Most people don't notice the old stones, too busy in town to notice what's right in front of their eyes. Maybe I should go take a look at the mine. I'd get a better sense of what things were actually like. Nothing will stop you, I see. Well, I won't either. Just keep an eye out for any wolves or satyrs you might see down there, huh? Okay, yeah, I'll let you know. Good luck. Okay, we need to find this other guy. This Till family. I actually don't know who the heck that is, though. Oh, wait, there's actually... Okay, they're on the map, so... Maybe I'll go to the old salt mine. I don't know if that's going to take time, though. Hey, Magdalene. Hello, Apollo. What are you doing? Looking for frogs. Artemis says she saw one the other day, and we're trying to collect a bunch. What do you need the frogs for? Like I'll tell you, you'll snitch. Yeah, if you don't tell me, maybe I will snitch. Your mother won't be happy to hear about whatever you're up to. Artemis always says Mom doesn't care. Mom yells, but that's about it. Sorry, Magdalene, I can't risk this one. Try asking Artemis. A pig? Out here? It must have broke out of its pen. I wonder who it belongs to. If I wanted to pick the mural as accurately as possible, I have to go down the shaft myself. The entrance is so steep. No one's used it in years. There must be some way to get down there. Maybe Baltus knows. I don't really want to ask this other... They're probably not going to tell me. Even though they do. They says that they do know, like, a secret on how to get there. Oh, hey, Magdalene. You need something? I'm a little busy right now. You still catching frogs? Damn it, Apollo. He can't keep his fat mouth shut. What do you want, Magdalene? I want to see what our forefathers and the Romans left behind. It's for the mural. The mural? You want to use our secret hideout for your mural? Yeah, I want to see if they left anything. You're really into that whole rat house project, aren't you? Why should I show you how to get in? Because we're friends? You told my mother when I cut my hair so I didn't have to wear braids 5 years ago. I still hold that grudge. Look, I'll show you how to get into the mine on one condition. You help Apollo and me with our next prank. No telling, no snitching, no questions asked. Okay, yeah, I'm not that dumb. We're not doing that. Then good luck getting down there. I won't help you otherwise. Okay, I'll find another way. Sure you will. Can you still snitch? Whatever, it's fine. Okay, where is this, Good morning, Magdalene. How's the mural coming along? Well, I think... Oh, well, I think... I'm off to start the first part of the mural today. I'll paint the founding of Tassing and the Romans. Well, you won't want for any models. Tassing is littered with Roman ruins. It's almost a nuisance. I trust you'll take the council's opinions on the matter into account. Okay, just leave it to me. Alright, Magdalene, you can choose what to paint, and we'll leave you to it. I trust your good sense, and Oates does too. You're well suited to this job. All I ask is that you keep the Lord in mind. The mural is for Tassing, but we have others to appease as well. Okay, yeah. Okay, thank you. Anyway, I'm glad the mural is coming along well. Forgive my sudden questioning about it. I've been so busy preparing for the council's next meeting, I haven't had as much time with Anna as usual. She says I get a bit frantic when I'm overwhelmed. Are you working on something? We're considering yearly maintenance checks on every house in Tassing. The idea has had quite a bit more pushback than we'd anticipated. Thank you. I understand the hesitation. Folk like to look after their own homes, their own land, but this would help protect those in Tassing who don't have the skill to fix things themselves. Widows like Agnes or Gret. In any case, the matter is far from resolved. I imagine spring will come before anything is actually done. I better get back to work. Thank you for letting me interrupt your day, Magdalene. God bless. I forgot where I was going. I forgot who... I was talking to get to the... You're right, the inventor guy. I was just like running and I'm like, where the heck am I even going? Magdalene. Good morning, Gret. It smells heavenly in here. Oh, I've just finished rolling out some raisin bread. I thought that Andreas and Ulrich could use a treat today. Any special occasion? Oh, not really. I didn't want the raisins to go to waste. Besides, I like to drop in on Anna to see my grandchildren. I'm more blessed than I ever imagined I would be. Paul and Anna make such a lovely pair. Ulrich wouldn't believe his eyes if he saw us now. I wish he could see his grandchildren. Oh yeah, what is she? I forgot. I was like, who is their? I was like, who is their daughter? I couldn't remember. And I was like, oh wait, yeah, they did have a daughter. I was just trying to like. I don't think I've seen her yet. Well, you ought to pray. Oh, I hadn't thought of that. Thank you, Magdalene. I'll light a votive candle for him later today. You know, I was angry when Anna first took a liking to young Paul. He was always a quiet boy, but I was afraid he turned out like his father. Well, I needn't have worried. Paul is a good man and a good father. He's built this town back up from what it was. And Elsie dotes on those children more than I do. She's certainly come a long way from the meek woman I met. Well, I think not having to live with Lenhard helps. Although I wouldn't phrase it as such, I agree. She's twice the woman she was with him. The Lord provides miracles to us all, even if they're birthed from tragedy. I've been chatting too long. My does need tending. Please excuse me. Okay, bye. Is she here? I completely forgot they had a kid. Magdalene. Magdalene. Yes? The cinnamon just arrived for the beer. You're making beer? Well, yes. It's for the Christmas celebration. Already, we're barely into November. The wheel of time stops for no man. But it's going to be wonderful. Cinnamon, coffee from Ethiopia, cacao from the New World. Oh God, I do not know what that means. I do not. Okay, Jesus Christ. He who has the money can do everything. Problem? Of course not. It's your money. Anyway, I'm quite excited about it. Clearly. As such, alchemy is not normally my strong suit. And for all of Nazu's complaint about the cost, the base rye we're using is free. Given the other ingredients, I'd imagine it doesn't make much of a difference to the cost. Yes, at least someone around here is aware of the cost. Do I or do I not have more than enough money to cover everything 10 times over? Of course, but then I don't want to hear another word about it. The farmers had so much rye this year they just couldn't use it all. Gret made as much bread with it as she could, but she wound up having to throw a lot out. So why not make beer? Okay, I think I'm talking to the wrong person. Oh, never mind. Maybe he's right. You know, tasking salt mine, I need to find a way in. Any chance you could help me? To get into the salt mine, yes, you must be on quite the adventure. Ideally, we could rig up a double pulley system to lower and raise yourself to the shaft, but that might take a while. Well, I'd like to go today if possible. Of course. Would a good length of rope suffice? You could brace against the wall of the mine shaft. Are you strong enough to support your own weight? Against the wall? I think so. Okay, good. Thank you. Of course. Here you go. Do be careful though. Make sure the rope is secure. Okay, bye.